It was one of those St. Louis things, a monthly magazine all about high school life, published from 1947 until 1973.
That was St. Charles, Normandy, Riverview, St. Louis University, O'Fallon, too.
I remember I used to get my Prom magazine at Sturgis Drugstore at Grand and Lafayette. Couldn't wait for it to come out, and often it was sold out.
Despite the name, it covered much more than just proms. It was not hard-hitting journalism, but it was certainly comprehensive, with column after column featuring gloriously alliterative names like Melville Murmurs, Chaminade Chatter, and McKinley Message, a sort of social media before social media, but without the bullies.
Everybody doing that, a high school bop. They come from Cleveland,
It equipped and trained reporters at each school. Every school had an official prom reporter and was given a camera. That was the only way you could get a record of what was going on at dozens of high schools across St. Louis.
And everybody wanted to be a snip, which means see name in prom. So they'd hound these reporters, put my name in the next article. And it came out every month.
Prom magazine was started by Julian Miller II as a second career, after dabbling for years as a songwriter or in advertising, depending on who's telling the story. But advertising was definitely a big part of Prom magazine's story.
It was a big commercial enterprise. You know, the 40s, 50s, America had discovered teenagers as a great market. So one of the things that you see in Prom magazine is the beginning of tailoring advertisements to the subject.
Some local historians believe the high school question was born from curiosity inspired by reading Prom magazine.
I don't know that you could prove it, but it certainly didn't seem to be that case before Prom magazine. It got to be more important because of Prom magazine, because of pulling all these people together.
Despite the fact each issue cost only 10 cents, Julian Miller managed to keep the magazine profitable enough to stay in business for a long time. But by the 1970s, Prom magazine's 1950s sensibilities no longer made sense to most high school students. In 1973, Prom magazine folded.
It really does look like an outtake from the Leave It to Beaver show to me sometimes, but it does seem to be generally a fond and excited and positive memory for most people.
Thanks to a donation from the St. Louis Media History Foundation of a few back issues and lots of professional photos taken for Prom by Philip Hasser, the library now has almost every issue, digitized and available online, turning what was meant to be a throwaway magazine into a time capsule.
This is a nostalgic city. Prom has been gone for 50 years. But still that memory lingers on into today. And it's a wonderful thing to have that no other city in the country has. It really did a lot of good and brought a lot of attention to high schools in St. Louis.